Hey there, Sonia Boko here, and I hope you are ready for a new balloon design. If you're new here, I create balloon art and help you to build your own. So in last week's tutorial, Spooky and I shared with you how to make this fun pumpkin, but you'll notice something's missing, and that is the stalk and the vines. But we're going to add that as well as our own additional special touch to it. Along with the 16-inch round I've used for the base of the pumpkin, I am going to make the ears using 11-inch rounds, and I'm going to inflate them to 3 seconds on my legenda. So yeah, just popped it on 3, and I'm going to inflate and tie off. Got a nice little round ball. So we should have 2 spheres the same size. Tying each of those off. Now we're going to go ahead to curl a 160 in the green. It can be in the lime green like I have in the pumpkin, or you can use a darker colour. When I did this particular one, I used 2 different greens in the design, and that was by choice, but you can go ahead to use the same colour here, which I think will look effective, but I also like how we're playing around with colour on here and having a couple of different shades of green. Just gives a bit of dimension. Given that I've pre-inflated this balloon all the way, I am now wrapping it around my finger and will inflate. Something went a bit awry there, but that's okay. It's not really going to be noticed much. I'm just going to back that off, and I'm going to tie the 160 to one of the orange rounds. Next, I'm going to twist off a point about 2/3 along the curl. Got about 1/3 there, and I'm going to add in the next one. Now just at each point where I have placed an orange balloon, I've just twisted off a 2-finger bubble. I'm going to pinch twist it. And I'm going to do more of the same over here. I'm going to now go ahead to attach the 2 ears, but first I'm going to determine which side of the balloon I like the look of most. I notice on this side of the balloon it is coming up slightly further, so I might keep that towards the back of the design. I think I'm going to decide to keep this as the front. I'm going to place that pinch twist underneath. We've attached one of the ears by placing the pinch twist underneath one of the orange 260s that are running the length of the balloon. And we're going to go ahead to do the same thing for the other side. Taking that pinch twist, selecting the 260 opposite to the original one. And we're just placing that under there. Make sure that they're even, and just judging by eye, this one here can slide down slightly. Until you're happy that they look fairly symmetrical. Finally, we're twisting up a piece of the vine, which is going to be the stalk of our pumpkin. And I'm just going to twist it into the pinch twist. I'm just going to play with the shaping of that a little. Because you can have a little bit of fun with that. So just bending and shaping it with the warmth of your hands. So now we're just going to go ahead and play with the overall aesthetic of this pumpkin. By placing the vines more to the back. Basically just playing with the placement until you like the look of it, then that'll be enough. just making sure that the center of the pumpkin is concealing all those orange 260 connection points there. So there you have it. Now I went ahead to Google Images and just had a bit of a scroll to see what was coming up when I Googled pumpkin carving ideas. Now this is one of the pumpkins that featured in last week's tutorial, and I just gave it a little bit of a makeover by popping over to Google Images, looking for Halloween pumpkin inspiration and just using that as a basis of drawing on our face here. Not so spooky, is it? I've also added a little bow to the top to really bring home the cuteness of that one, and you can go ahead to add polka dots to that, maybe with the white round stickers or even with a white marker like the Posca paint pen. So you can go ahead to use Google Images and a little bit of balloon magic to create your very own fun and unique Mickey Mouse pumpkin. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more great balloon tutorials coming at ya. Thank you again. I'm Sonia, and until next time, stay spooky. Bye! So in case you missed last week's tutorial, we went over how to make this fun pumpkin and because they're growing on the vine, and I think it's a nice touch. I think it's a nice touch because when it's on the vine, I don't know, I just like it. If we check out the one that we did earlier, I've actually used a spring green here and then the regular green. Yeah. On this one that I made earlier, we have used a spring green, but also on I did it. And I'm going to tie it to one of the orange ears, and it's going to be I'm going to place it under